Daryn Pittman on the front row next to Aaron Reutzel, Brad Sweet and Justin Peck in row number 2. Then you've got Ryan Timms and Brent Marks in row 3. James McFadden and Rico Abreu in row number 4. Row 5 is Cory Day and Casey Kahne. Row number 6 is going to be Jacob Allen and Tyler Courtney. Row number 7, the number 1 of Brenham Crouch and the 12X of Chase Randall. Row 8 is Spencer Bayston and Jace Park. Row 9, Tanner Thorson and Garrett Williamson. Row 10, John Carney and Trey Starks. Row 11, Tim Estenson and Chris Windom. Row 12, Zeb Wise and Emerson Axsom, and your drivers utilizing a provisional, Cory Eliason and Parker Price Miller. Texas Motor Speedway. We got them racked. We got them stacked. Let's go racing off at turn number 4. We are green. Underway in the feature event here at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track. Off of turn number 2, Daryn Pittman will show the way in the Kreitz Racing 69K. Rounding turns 3 and 4. Daryn Pittman will lead lap number 1, 24 to go. Aaron Reutzel runs in the 2nd spot. Brad Sweet is 3rd. 4th is Justin Peck, and 5th right now is the number 10 of Ryan Timms. Down the back straightaway, Aaron Reutzel appears to be closing in slightly on your race leader. Meanwhile, at the back of the field there in the middle of the pack, Cory Day just bounced off the outside wall. New leader across the line. Aaron Reutzel takes the race lead away from the 69K of Daryn Pittman, and Aaron Reutzel shows the way. But Pittman off the bottom, right back to the left rear tire. There goes Aaron Reutzel, going to try and slide himself. Gets to the cushion, gets a little bit over the cushion right there, but maintains the race lead. Daryn Pittman stays very close into turn 1. Now Reutzel switches the lineup, goes to the inside, and takes the line away from Daryn Pittman. Brad Sweet still in the 3rd spot. Then it is the 13 of Justin Peck. Here comes Ryan Timms. Timms is closing in on the big Motorsports number 13 car. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, all on the bottom in turns 3 and 4. Meanwhile, your race leader, Aaron Reutzel, bottom 1 and 2, top 3 and 4, and traffic is already about to be a factor for your race leader. Ryan Timms trying to find a way by the 13 car of Justin Peck. Peck goes low in turn number 3. Brad Sweet is evacuated the bottom of the racetrack in turns 3 and 4. Ran the top that time. Here comes the traffic about maybe 3 or so laps away for Reutzel, as Pittman just needs to try and keep him close before he gets there. Daryn Pittman off the bottom, closing back in just a little bit there off of turn number 4. Ryan Timms to the 4th spot in the center part of the corner right there, but Peck had it at the start-finish line. Behind them, it is Brent Marks, then James McFadden, Rico Abreu, and Cory Day, followed by Jacob Allen rounding out the top 10. Traffic is thick and it is heavy for your race leaders. They roll into turns 1 and 2. Trey Starks, Tim Estenson, along with John Carney and Zeb Wise lie ahead for your race leader. There goes Pittman to the inside. Reutzel goes to the top behind Trey Starks. New leader off the turn number 4. Daryn Pittman leads lap number 8. Pittman right across the nose of Aaron Reutzel. Reutzel back into the 2nd spot. Pittman gets by the 1st lap car. That is the 73 car of Trey Starks. But Pittman has been running the bottom the entire race, and all of the lap cars are on the bottom right in front of him. Pittman's got to try and make some moves here. He'll go to the outside in turns 3 and 4. Actually runs the middle right there, trying to find a way by the 14T of Tim Estenson. Meanwhile, Brad Sweet is up into the 2nd spot. He got by Aaron Reutzel in turns 1 and 2. Ryan Timms not too far behind as well. The top 4 all appear to be getting closer and closer right now. Here comes Ryan Timms to the rear bumper, to the rear tail section of the number 87 car of Aaron Reutzel. Looks inside in turns 1 and 2. Ryan Timms might have 3rd off at turn number 2. They're side by side down the back straightaway. Aaron Reutzel hangs on to 3rd. Meanwhile, Daryn Pittman doing some good work right through the middle part of the racetrack, but Brad Sweet is closing in. Brad Sweet looking for win number 3 in a row. Close call right there off the corner. Got to the left rear, but Pittman shut the door on him, exiting the corner. Ryan Timms on an aggressive maneuver to get by one of the slower cars. Here comes Brad Sweet off the corner, catching up to his former Casey Kahne Racing with Mike Curd teammate. Into turn number 1, Daryn Pittman on the bottom. Brad Sweet to the outside. Brad Sweet takes the lead off at turn number 2. Brad Sweet takes the top spot, but still traffic right in front of him. Parker Price Miller, Zeb Wise, Emerson Axsom, and several others are right in the racing groove of the Napa Auto Parts number 49 car. That time by halfway home in this race is Brad Sweet. Is 13 in and 12 to go. Still got to try and evacuate, or still try and negotiate, the traffic here. Sweet goes to the middle. Pittman off the bottom. Might have a new race leader off the corner. And you do. Daryn Pittman takes the lead right back away. Daryn Pittman back to the top spot as Brad Sweet could not get by the slower car. Pittman makes the move around the outside. But does he? Parker Price Miller back to the inside. 3 wide with the lap car. Close call right there as Sweet right across the nose of Daryn Pittman. Oh boy, things are getting good here at the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track with 10 laps to go. Daryn Pittman, can he do that maneuver once again? He did just a few laps ago. Ryan Timms is now into the 3rd spot. Reutzel back to 4th. 5th is still Justin Peck. Almost side by side across the line once again. Man, these guys have raced so much together as teammates in the past on the Outlaw Tour. Pittman losing ground down the backstretch, but he does not have to worry because Sweet cannot get by the slower car of Zeb Wise. Pittman, just like that, closing right back in. As Brad Sweet tries to run the middle to get around the outside of Zeb Wise, he will do so off the second corner. May be the winning move right there from the Napa Auto Parts car. This time by will be 7 laps to go for Brad Sweet. Still more cars to deal with. The 45X of Chase Park, the 27 of Emerson Axsom. Ryan Timms trying to close in, but there is a lap car between your 2nd and 3rd place machines. Brent Marks takes 5th away from Justin Peck. Brent Marks is into the top 5. Marks trying to get by Tim Estenson. He will do so off the corner. The next car in his sights is the 4th place machine of Aaron Reutzel. Brad Sweet has gotten by the 45X of Jace Park, so now 2 lap cars between your 1st and 2nd place machines. Daryn Pittman still not able to clear any of those other cars. This time by will be 4 laps to go for Brad Sweet. Brent Marks is now up to 4th, getting by Aaron Reutzel down the back straightaway. Brent Marks' car coming on strong late in the going here on night 1. Oh, caution's coming out. We got one off the pace. It's Kasey Kahne. Kasey Kahne is slow in turns, or on the back straightaway, excuse me. He was running back in the 14th position at the time, and the yellow has come out for the Kahne screen print car. So Kasey Kahne running 14th at the time. How about for Cory Eliason? Eliason took a provisional. No yellows in this race until now. He's up to 13th place now in the Ridge & Sun Racing number 8 car. Tanner Thorson up quite a few spots as well. He started back in 17th. He is into the top 10 and 9th. As Kasey Kahne will take a visit down to the Rod End Supply work area. And the KKR team will look over the car and see if they can make the necessary repairs. Tony, what do you got for us?
Yeah, Kasey Kahne coming to the attention of both the 9 and the 49 crews. Lee Stauffer coming on as crew chief for the boss man here in the last couple of races with High Limit. They immediately went to work like they were about to take off the hood, but now all work has slowed. I believe they may have diagnosed this as a terminal failure underneath the hood because they are not rushing at this point any longer. Kasey Kahne communicating with Stauffer, and I don't know, they're looking down around the headers, Chase. I think they know they're done here.
We're coming back to the green flag, this time by 4 laps to go. Can anybody do anything on the top of the racetrack? It might be a little bit too dirty, but I bet you Ryan Timms might try something here, as he was robbed from a win the other night at Lucas Oil Speedway. We go back to green. Timms immediately goes to the outside of the racetrack, trying to build momentum, but here comes Aaron Reutzel. They nearly got together off the corner. Oh boy, it does not get much closer than that, as Timms and Reutzel almost got together. This time by 3 laps to go for Brad Sweet. He is 3 laps away from 3 wins in a row with Kubota High Limit Racing. Brent Marks is now up to 4th, got by Aaron Reutzel. Marks is up into P4 and 1 spot out of a podium position. Tanner Thorson gets by Cory Day off the back straightaway. Day back to the inside. 2 laps to go as Brad Sweet has extended his lead to 1.5 seconds over Daryn Pittman. Brent Marks' car is very good on the outside of the racetrack right now as he is closing in on the number 10 car of Ryan Timms. Here's the white flag, 1 lap to go. Brad Sweet, an unreal run here as of recently. Trying to put the bow tie on a championship season. He will win 3 in a row. He gets it done at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track. Daryn Pittman in 2nd. 3rd spot goes to Timms. 4th is Marks, and 5th goes to Aaron Reutzel. Your results from this 25-lap feature. Brad Sweet gets the win in the Napa 49. 2nd goes to the 69K of Daryn Pittman. 3rd, the 10 of Ryan Timms. 4th, the 19 of Brent Marks. And 5th goes to the 87 of Aaron Reutzel. 6th, the 13 of Justin Peck. 7th, the 83 of James McFadden. 8th, the 14, Cory Day. 9th, the 88, Tanner Thorson. 10th, the 1A of Jacob Allen. Behind them, you got Tyler Courtney, who will take home the 2nd place position in points after tonight with 1 race to go as he beats Rico Abreu. Bayston was 12th. Abreu was 13th. 14th to Eliason and 15th to Crouch, 16th to Chris Windom, 17th to Chase Randall, 18th to Garrett Williamson, 19th Zeb Wise, 20th Chase Park, and then Emerson, Axsom, Parker Price Miller, John Carney, Tim Estenson, Casey Kahne, and Trey Starks round out the field. Brad Sweet out of the Casey Kahne Racing number 49 car. He has got the big cowboy hat on. Sunoco Race Fuels checkered flag climbing up top. 3 in a row for the big cat, Brad Sweet. An absolutely torrent pace he is putting up here late in the season. 3 in a row. Tony Laporta, he is going to be happy about that.
You know, Brad Sweet loves singing some karaoke when he gets the time to. Should have been a Cowboys, usually a favorite of yours. How good does it feel to have that cowboy hat on and your 3rd straight checkered flag, bringing you to 10 total this year?
Yeah, I love should have been a Cowboy. That's if we win tomorrow night, I'll sing it to you guys all on the front stretch, even though you don't want to hear it. But
I'm going to hold you to that.
At least a lyric or two. But car's just been really good. It's a lot of fun, and when you get confidence in this sport, it goes a long way, you know. And we're confident in our changes each and every night, even though we're off at times tonight. We're able to kind of make the right changes and come back. So we were off in the dash. I drove right to the lead, and then just couldn't quite figure it out. But in that main, that bottom got wet. It was I was still too tight, probably a little bit to make a lot of speed down there, but I was able to kind of get out of lane and lap traffic, and that's really what opened the door for me, is trying to figure that out. It was kind of a cat and mouse game with Daryn. He did a good job, you know, getting back by me, and then I got back by him, and just good hard racing. A lot of fun there to get the win, and really cool. I never, you know, got a win here at Texas Motor Speedway, the dirt track, so really cool to kind of check this one off the list. And on the final weekend, got obviously family here, got my daughter with me, wife's with me, and my mom and dad, and yeah, just having a lot of fun right now. So try to finish strong tomorrow. Yeah,
you don't have to look at camera and say hi to my wife and daughter back home. Savvy's already moving the Longhorns here. She wants to hang those up in her bedroom. That probably won't fly in California, something tells me. But speaking of Texas, in the promo for this weekend, ahead of the season starting, you talked a lot about coming to Dallas and coming to Texas and it being a good market and wanting to grow and bring this track kind of back to where it used to be. So what is it like to win in front of this Texas crowd and to come to the Lone Star State race and be fast?
Yeah, I mean, what a beautiful facility, and Kenton and his whole group here at Texas Motor Speedway have been nothing but accommodating. You know, helped us get that launch the race date here in May, and had a big crowd. And obviously, we know it's going to take time to build a standalone event down here, but thank you to all the fans that came out. Looking forward to tomorrow night, you know, but even a bigger crowd. So it's a big place. We got a lot of room to grow, and we got some fun ideas to grow this event over the next 5 to 10 years. So we're just going to keep plugging away at that side of it, but just going to enjoy this one with my team right now.
And before I get to asking about the charity that you want to send our angel donors $1,000 to, that front row was stacked right in front of you, and it was a stacked front row because they drove away from you in the dash. Daryn Pittman, your former teammate Aaron Reutzel, looked really, really good. That was a very fast front row in front of you. I want to talk about the battle you had with Daryn Pittman. At one point, you guys split. Parker Price Miller battling for the race lead just past the halfway point. What was it like battling Daryn? You knew he was stuck to the bottom. Were you worried he'd have something for you down there?
Oh, always. You know, that 69K is no joke anywhere it goes. So just happy they towed all the way out here to Texas, so it got off the porch. So really cool to see that iconic car come, and you know, Donnie Kreitz and his group, you know, they put a fast car on the track every time that they come. You know, Daryn's got so much experience. It brought back some good old memories there. So just smiling. Obviously, when you come out on top, it makes it more enjoyable. But it was a fun race, and like I said, it was just tricky to know. You know, you don't want to get caught up on the outside, but I completely missed the bottom and the middle and kind of got too high. I let Daryn get back by, but luckily I kind of, you know, hit a diamond line, and Parker kind of drifted off the bottom and it opened the bottom back up for me. So that's just kind of good hard racing, and kind of luck of the draw and lap traffic is what wins and loses a lot of these races. So tonight it played into our favor. Tomorrow's probably 5 more laps and a lot more money on the line. So we can't get too content tonight, but like I said, we got a good car. We're going to have a good spot tomorrow, and we just got to come out and execute. Hopefully finish on a really, really strong note. Okay, and finally, as a high roller here in 2024, anytime a full-time series regular wins a race, they get to send $1,000 of our angel donors' money to any charity of that winning driver's choice. So with your victory here tonight, your 10th of 2024, where are you sending your $10,000? Yeah, and I matched 1,000 of those. So yeah, it's really cool to give $11,000 so far to Shriners, and obviously hope tomorrow we'll give more. And encourage anybody else that wants to donate to any of our drivers' charities each and every night. Reach out. We really want to get behind this program. We think it's a great way to raise awareness for a lot of different organizations. And yeah, I'm just honored to be and privileged to give some money to Shriners.
For the 10th time in 2024, your winner is Brad Sweet. Savvy is digging those Longhorns. I'll tell you what, she's having a good time with those. Victory lane, Whiskey Myers victory lane down here is popping off. How about Jake Ingram coming in, pinch hitting at the last moment and helping make Whiskey Myers victory lane. And this facility for Kubota High Limit Racing looks so good. You know what else looked good was that 69K with Daryn Pittman behind the wheel. Daryn, I gotta ask you, that car was stuck to the bottom, and it was because you weren't coming off of it. Was there ever a point that you thought, man, Brad's able to make the middle and a little bit higher up work? Were you giving any thought at any time to coming up?
Yeah, I mean, when we got the lead back from Aaron, I had to move up to the middle, trying to get around the lap car of Parker, and just kind of got held up behind him for too long, and then Brad, got underneath us, and yeah, just, a great race. Obviously, we got beat, and sucks to lead a little bit and then lose a lead, and then got it back and then lost it again. But, obviously they're winning everything right now on the top of their game, and great run for us, honestly, for these guys to, choose to come all the way down here to Texas for this weekend is, just thankful for the opportunity to be able to drive the car, and thanks to Don and Leroy and Cassidy for all their hard work, and disappointed with second, but at the end of the day, like, we're in a great spot for tomorrow, and obviously that's what everybody's here for, is 50,000 tomorrow night, and we've at least set ourselves up, good position-wise, but also with a lot of confidence knowing that our race car's pretty good.
I can certainly understand the disappointment because that 69K looked phenomenal all night, so I don't want to focus on that. What I want to focus on is something that Brad mentioned, the fun memories that he experienced while racing against you. You guys had a lot of success together back when you were at KKR, so I don't know, what was that like battling with him? I'll ask you the same thing. You guys split Parker Price Miller for the lead past the halfway point. Did you have a smile on your face at any point battling with Big Bad Brad?
No, absolutely. Honestly, not only him, but all these guys that are at the top of their game. It's fun to get out there and race that hard, that aggressive, and honestly, just not ever touch a wheel. Everybody is incredibly in control, as much as I feel like we probably look like we're out of control out there. It's just a hats off to how talented all these drivers are, and how hard we can race and not get together and have as few incidences as you really see at this level. And when you do, honestly, it's just somebody just makes a mistake. It's just everybody knows how tough these things are to win, and how expensive they are, and so nobody's ever doing anything malicious. So it's just a lot of fun to be out there and go out and just go toe-to-toe with some of the best and try to win races. And it sucks to come up short, but at the end of the day, it is a lot of fun to go out there and compete for wins. And again, thanks to this whole crew for giving me the opportunity to do it. And thanks to our sponsors with Jetco, Carmen Trucking, a lot of auto parts came on board for this trip as well, just to kind of help some fuel expenses. And it's a lot of fun to be able to come and race this close to home now.
All right, you just said it, going toe-to-toe with some of the best and having a lot of fun. Tonight was your debut with Kubota High Limit Racing. Think maybe we might see it a few more of these next year?
We'll be back tomorrow.
Well, yeah, hey, of course tomorrow. $50,000 on the line for Daryn Pittman. And now we got to go to the other side of Whiskey Myers victory lane. They're trying to make me get my steps in tonight or something. I don't really understand. Ryan Tim's parking all the way over here. These guys must think I really need to get some walking in or something. It's probably because I do. Ryan Tim's third place, second place back at I-70 with us, third here. If it weren't for that heartbreaker back at Lucas Oil, you would just be like the podium performer or some other kind of alliteration nickname we'd have to give you. You guys in Liebig, what went into that decision? You were not supposed to be here. You guys and Shane decided to alter plans and come here and race with us these last two nights. How was that decision made, and how do you think it's paying off so far?
Yeah, after the race on Wednesday night, I think we were kind of just so disappointed with the outcome. Maybe wanted another shot at it. So I was pretty set on racing Port City, but I kind of got talked into it, and I'm really glad we decided to come out here, and super happy with this car and this team. They give me a fast race car every night, and yeah, just super happy to be on the podium again.
Okay, so a second, night one, we're going to not talk about last night, and a third here this evening, or rather, we're not going to talk about Lucas Oil. So, I mean, you and the Lee Bigs, I mean, this has got to be a high roller combination next year, right?
Yeah, I don't know. We go weekend by weekend, so we'll see how tomorrow goes, and then we'll talk.
Weekend by weekend. Ryan Timms, he leaves us hanging on the edge of a cliff here tonight. He finishes in the 3rd position. He's going to go over to Whiskey Myers Victory Lane and join up with Daryn Pittman and Brad Sweet, 2 legends of our sport. And 18-year-old Ryan Timms is going to be right there flanking Brad Sweet with Daryn Pittman as he picks up his 2nd podium in 3 nights of racing here in 2024 with Kubota High Limit Racing. You simply can't say enough about the Oklahoma City, Oklahoma native Ryan Timms and Shane Lee Biggs, number 10. They are clearly a lethal combination.